Now that we've learned how the searching and the profiles works, we're going to learn about how you can save a daycare so you can return to them in the future. Now here we are on the search page. You can see that we have the map on the right hand side and we have the daycares on the left hand side. If you look at each individual daycare, there's a bunch of different buttons that you can click. We already learned about this preview one. We learned about the arrows left and right to be able to go through the galleries. And we're going to be exploring these two new buttons right here on the bottom. One says Fast Add and the other one says Bookmark. Let's start with Bookmark. So we're going to be starting with this one, and I'm going to click the Bookmark button. You can see it opens up a modal that says Add Daycare to a List. And I can click here to create a new list as well. But the cool thing is right off the bat, when you create a Spark account, there's already a list called Bookmarks that gets added into your default circle. You can see I have the ability to click here where it says Lists from My Family Circle. And if I click that, it's going to take us directly into the Spark account, which is the account for parents. You can see I already have my account for Sophia, and then Sophia has a child named Ethan. And we have the bookmarks list right here that we were talking about. So I can click here to go directly into the bookmarks list, and you can see I have no items inside. But if I were to click this Show Map button, you can see that the moment we add some items to the list, we're going to be able to see them on the right-hand side inside the map. So let's go back to right here where we clicked Add Bookmark. I'm going to click right here, and now it's added this daycare into this bookmark. And you can see this bookmark button is now blue. I can do the same thing for this one in Waterfront that I happen to like as well. And maybe I'm going to be doing it as well in this one. So right now I have 3 items in my bookmarks. Now it can be a little tedious if you have to click 2 buttons every single time you want to add items to your lists, especially when you have multiple lists. So if I happen to click here, New List, and added a second list called Top Picks, and maybe even happen to create a third list for the ones that I've currently applied to, you can see that now we have items in 3 lists. I'm going to add this third daycare into these other 2 lists. And if I happen to go to this one as well, it's the same thing. I have to click 2 buttons every single time. So that's what this Fast Add button is for. You can see any of the lists that I have, I can set it as a quick add list. So basically, let's say I set it on the top picks. That means if in the future I happen to click this Fast Add, it's going to be adding it directly into the third list. And I can keep going. I can add this one right here, this one right here, one click, and it's adding them, but only specifically to the one for the Fast Add. And you can see that now we have the 3 lists that we created. So I could click directly into Top Picks and see all the daycares that I've added into this list. We have a couple buttons, and we're going to be exploring them in the future. Today we're going to be focusing on the main site of how you can do this here. So again, it would be cool if we wouldn't have to go back and forth between these 2 tabs to manage this. And that's what the list workspace is for on the main site. So you can see we have this button on the bottom right hand side that says Open Save Daycares and a little pop-up of where we can position it. We can either put it on the bottom right hand side or the bottom left hand side. Right now, I would prefer to have it on the right hand side, and I'm going to open it up. So you can see right now, within this family circle that we have the 3 lists, the bookmarks, the currently applied, and the top picks. And currently we're seeing the bookmarks list with the 3 daycares that we added. I could click directly to the top picks and switch over to all the daycares that we added to this list. The cool thing as well that we can do is we can create sections within a list. So maybe I want to add a near home section within this top picks, and maybe a second one for the ones that I've actually visited. And what I can do next is I can click on individual ones and I can move them directly to near home, and I can move this one to visited, and so on. So basically you have the ability to control all of the daycares that you're adding directly from the home site. Now this workspace is a little small, so if you happen to want to expand it, you can make it a medium half size, or you can make it a full size basically. And again, you can reposition this so that it's on the left hand side, and if I minimize it or close it, it's basically gone. So you can go back and forth in that mode. The final piece of the puzzle is, what if I have a list and I want to see them directly on this map rather than have to switch over as well? So you can see on the map we have a button on the top left hand side that says Show Saved. And if I click that, it's only going to be showing the daycares that are saved to a list. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here and I'm going to switch over to the top picks list. So you can see these are all the daycares basically that I've saved to that specific list. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that covers everything that you can do with lists over here. Again, I can open this up. And again, at any point, I could click right here and go directly to the list. And then once I'm in the list, I will have all the same functionalities over here that I have over there. You can see it's classified them into the 3 sections that we created. I recommend you explore this yourself and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.